Hello, everybody. My name is Olin Hayes, and welcome to the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym. We are here live for Emerson College's final non-conference game of the season in women's basketball. Emerson Lions taking on the Lasell Lasers tonight, and the starting lineups being announced right now. Should be an interesting game tonight as Emerson looks to tune up for their final 3 games of the year, all of which are conference games. Looking to make the playoff push right now. Emerson currently sitting at 6-7 in the conference. And so with just 3 games to go, Emerson sitting in position to make the playoffs right now, but they do have to continue to win to make sure they are able to get into the postseason. Their last couple of games are against teams that they should be able to beat, but they are ready to tune up tonight and make sure they're prepared. Starting lineups for tonight. Starting off with the Lasell Lasers on the road. They've had a similar starting lineup for the vast majority of the year. Same starting lineup for nearly every game. It is going to be Jamie Karen, Morgan Church, Brianna Hoffman, Jamie Karen, and Becca Fenton. For the Emerson Lions, it's a similar starting lineup that we've seen for their last few games as well. Natalie Clydesdale, Maya Savino, Quinn Madden, Sam Boyle, and Charlie Boyle. So Emerson Lions with both of the Boyle sisters on the court tonight. We'll see Charlie Boyle in center, Sam Boyle at power forward. And although they seem to play in similar ways at first, they play very different styles once you get into the game. Charlie, very much a true center. Sam likes to play out around the perimeter a bit more. We'll see her step back, take some more shots from outside. Coaches for today, Bill Gould for the Emerson Lions and Todd Montana for the Lasell Lasers. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight here on ECS Live. Once again, my name is Olin Hayes, and we are just about ready to get started here in this basketball game. So starters going over the final strategical points right here as we get ready for the tip-off. Lions out onto the court first. Charlie Boyle getting ready for the tip. And Boyle looks like we'll be up against Dana Ross for the tip-off. Ross coming in at 5'11". Charlie Boyle, a couple inches taller, listed right at 6 feet, so very slight height difference. And here we go. Charlie Boyle wins the tip-off. Quinn Madden will take it. And we are underway here at the Brown Plofker Gym. Madden in tight for Charlie Boyle. Out wide for Sam. Clydesdale on the wing. Pass a little bit errant right there, but Madden able to corral it. Charlie Boyle trying to post up right there. Pass was tipped out of bounds. And a bit of a question at first, but it will be the Lions' ball. Charlie Boyle left the ball alone right there, seeing that it was tipped by a Lasers player. There's still some question initially as to who touched it last, though. Clydesdale driving in. Good drive by Clydesdale, comes up a little bit short on the shot there. Sam Boyle gets the rebound and loses the ball out of bounds. Going to be off of Sam Boyle there last. So 30 seconds into the game, no score yet. Lasell Lasers will take possession. Becca Fenton as the point guard, bringing it up the court. Fenton hands off to Hoffman. Morgan Church driving in on Clydesdale, runs into Sam Boyle down low, and she'll offload it to Jamie Karen, who hits the first shot of the game. So Karen puts the Lasers on the board first, 2-0 Lasell. Quinn Madden for 3. Comes up a little short right there. Clydesdale gets the rebound. And that was something that actually really hurt the Emerson Lions in their last game against Connecticut College this week. Gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. We'll see if they can turn that around and get some of their own this week. Madden looking to shoot, now going to pull back, give it to Sam Boyle for 3. Boyle a little bit long, and rebound taken by Morgan Church. Church coming down the other way, pulls up around the free throw line and hits the jumper right there. Church not wanting to take the matchup in the paint right there. Smart decision to pull up, take the early shot. Lasers off to a quick 4-0 lead. Lions offense looking well organized, but missing a couple of shots in the early going. Sam Boyle. Natalie Clydesdale on the outside. Looking for a way to get into this defense here. Charlie Boyle down low, going over the top. Not quite going to work out. Good defense there from Ross. Lasers with possession, up 4 in the early going here. Fenton guarded by Savino. Top of the key, it's Church, guarded by Clydesdale. And the ball movement looking really good right now. But a questionable shot right there, and Charlie Boyle comes up with the block. Lions take possession back. 4-0 is the score at the moment. All the way across court to Madden in the post. That's one's going to come up well short, and it's taken by Brianna Hoffman. We'll get the ball to Fenton and slow it down here. Fenton guarded by Savino. Tipped away by Charlie Boyle. Savino taking it down the other way, has Clydesdale on her right. 2v1 here. A couple of defenders catch up. Clydesdale misses the layup right there, and 2.5 minutes in, Lions still not on the board. Offense looking solid overall, but just missing the shots. And the Lasers have hit their first couple, making it 4-0 on the scoreboard right now. Church looking for Karen in tight. Now we'll play it back to Benton. Or Fenton, rather. Becca Fenton looking to the top of the key for Ross, and that shot will not quite fall. Here comes Clydesdale for the Lions. Out wide, Boyle for three. Just a little bit long right there, and the rebound is taken by Hoffman over Clydesdale. 3 minutes in, still a defensive game all around. Church pulls up for a quick three. That one's well long, and that one will drift out of bounds. So coming into this game, Lasers just 3-17 on the season. Lions come in at 8-13 overall. These two play in different conferences, however, so not a lot of similar opponents on the year. Clydesdale hits the shot right there. Foot was over the line, but it will be the first 2 points of the game for the Emerson Lions as they trail now 4-2 in the early going. Becca Fenton brings it up the court for the Lasell Lasers. Fenton to the edge of the paint, out for Church. Tipped out of bounds by Clydesdale. Ball will remain with the Lasers, but they'll have just 12 to shoot.
12 seconds.
Morgan Church gonna inbound the ball right there. So now Fenton, with not a lot of time to shoot, they'll get it out to Hoffman, who takes a shot. Looked like a long two, maybe a three, but either way, not gonna fall. So 4-2 is the score. Madden driving in, pulls up, a little bit short. Clydesdale looking to get it to Charlie Boyle in tight. Boyle and Karen still fighting for the ball. Karen's going to come up with it, almost throws it away, but manages to get the ball over to Morgan Church. Morgan Church clearly taking on a bit of a leadership role here, one of the captains for the Lasers. Seems to be the quarterback out there on the court for the Lasers. Lions will take it and slow the game down a little bit here. Maya Savino dribbling up the court. Savino, one of just two seniors on the team, the only senior in the starting lineup. I assume we'll see Easton Ashby off the bench in the near future. Clydesdale and Savino playing it around the edge of the three-point line here. Lions have still not found a consistent way to get inside against this defense. Tried to get the ball in for Charlie Boyle a couple times. Now Savino will pull up from three, and that one's good. Great shot by the senior Savino. Savino hits the three, and the Lions have their first lead of the game. We are halfway through the first quarter. Score is 5-4 Emerson over Lasell. Defensive struggle so far all around. Lots of good defense and a couple of shots not falling for both sides. We got our first couple of subs getting ready to check into the game right now as well. A three from Fenton, banks it in. Lasers take the lead back at 7-5. Lions trail by 2. Charlie Boyle trying to tie it up, and she does, 7-7. Sam Boyle getting the assist as Charlie Boyle takes it in the post and makes the shot right there. So under 4.5 to play in the first quarter. 7-7 between Lions and Lasers. A couple of subs getting ready to come in on each side right now. Church going all in for that one, and may have drawn the foul on Clydesdale. And yeah, that will be a foul on Natalie Clydesdale, first foul of the game. As we take a look back at that three from the corner, Savino, not a whole lot of time left to shoot, just takes the quick shot, putting the Lions in the lead, and now we are back to a tie game. Morgan Church at the free throw line. Church hits the first one, couple of subs coming in for each team. Kate Foltz and Natalie Bush in for Emerson. Devin Markland and Taylor Huey in the game for the Lasers. Charlie Boyle comes out of the game for now. We saw a lot of very short lineups, relatively speaking, for the Lions in their last game, spending a lot of time without Charlie and Sam Boyle on the court. Kate Foltz ended up playing in the center role for a good percentage of that game. It didn't end up coming back to hurt them sometimes. The lineup also did well at times. You see Kate Foltz definitely a presence in the paint. And she hits her first shot of the game right there to tie the game up at 9. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lineups the Lions go with in this game. We saw a lot of their shorter, faster lineups be the more successful ones in their game against Connecticut College, but the overarching problem was just some poor shooting all around. They didn't have anyone who was a consistent scorer in that game. And it ended up coming back to hurt them as they just could not keep even with Connecticut College in the second half. In this game in the early going, the Lions offense seems to be functioning pretty well right now. Savino looks for another three. That one just misses, hit off both sides of the rim. Church on the fast break now. Church working against Savino. Savino knocks it away, and we get a foul call.
Jeff, you're the 5 down here, right? 1.
And that'll be on Maya Savino there, her first foul of the day.
Lasell ball. Come on, back.
Inbound near half court to Becca Fenton. Fenton at the top of the key, 15 to shoot. Church looking for an opening here, not going to find one, gets it back to Fenton, and she's blocked by Savino. 10 to shoot. Church throws it to no one in particular. It might have gone off of a Lions player. No, not quite. Goes straight out of bounds, and now that will be the Lions ball as Easton Ashby will sub into the game for Maya Savino. Easton Ashby, the other senior on this team. Savino and Ashby playing in their final 2 home games this week. 3 home games overall on the week. Of course, this Saturday will be senior day. Ashby pulls up, hits the 2 right there. Lions back up 11 to 9. Easton Ashby, mostly on the court as a defensive presence, the all-time leader in Emerson College history in steals for women's basketball. Also definitely a threat on offense. We saw her make that shot. She can certainly shoot very well. We see her early on, almost getting a steal right there, and she does get one. Kate Foltz is going to come by to take the loose ball. Foltz looking back. Had another player right there and misses the layup. Goes off of Ashby and out of bounds, and it was deflected last by a Lasers player. Went off of number 22, Dana Ross last, and the Lions will keep possession. Rachel Davey is going to sub into the game for Quinn Madden. Rachel Davey had a very good game on Tuesday, played very good defense all around. She's a very aggressive player, will definitely get in the way of a lot of plays. And her and Easton Ashby actually played very well as a combination. We'll see how those two work together today. They were really the most prominent players in the offense on Tuesday night. So we'll see how this lineup works out for them as Charlie Boyle gets ready to check back into the game for the Lions as well. Getting towards a relatively tall lineup out there now, especially once Boyle comes back out onto the court here. And that'll be a foul on Natalie Bush. She didn't particularly like the call. And the Lions will switch Boyles now as Sam Boyle goes to the bench. Charlie Boyle back out onto the court. So for the Lions right now, Charlie Boyle, Kate Foltz, Rachel Davey, Easton Ashby, and Natalie Bush. For the Lasers, we see Fenton still in as the point guard. Gives it to Church here. They've also got Markland on the court along with Ross. And in the corner, the shot right there is good from Taylor Huey. So Taylor Huey hits her first shot of the game. It's a 3. Foltz in the corner. Open 3, and there it is. Kate Foltz puts the Lions back in front 14-12. Offense is starting to wake up here in the second part of this first quarter. Early on, both teams are off to a bit of a slow start with their shooting, and now both teams really picking it up. Score has gone from 5-4 at the 5-minute mark to now 14-12. Davey guarding Huey here. Markland down low against Boyle. Boyle able to defend it well, but they'll get a new shot clock. Ashby comes through with the steal. Here comes Ashby on the fast break. Easton Ashby puts it in, and the Lions are up by 4. Easton Ashby making the play once again on defense. Ashby puts the team up 16-12 with that fast break layup, and she will continue to defend the other point guard, Becca Fenton. Pick set there by Markland. Looking for the mismatch down low, but Boyle will be able to stay in front of Fenton. Ashby back on Fenton on the outside, 10 to shoot. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Fenton gets a pick, will take a quick shot right there. Ball bounces out to Natalie Bush for the rebound. has Davy here on the right. Davy into the paint. Fultz on the outside. They'll give it to Fultz. Fultz takes the three, and she hits it. Kate Fultz off to a fantastic start tonight. 8 points in this first quarter. 19-12 is the score. Lions are up by 7 now with 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Fenton will dribble up slowly. A couple of screens on either side here. 15 to shoot as Church controls it. Church guarded by Bush. Morgan Church taking it herself. Charlie Boyle gets the rebound. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. We'll see if the Lions hold for the last shot. Bush puts it up off the backboard. Rebounded by the Lasers. 2 to go. Huey just going to heave this one up and not actually. Huey will just let that one fall. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. 19-12 is the score. Lions hitting a few key shots there at the end of the first. Kate Fultz, the key player so far, 8 points for the sophomore, as she has led the way in scoring overall. 19-12 is the score after the first quarter. Emerson Lions up on the Lasell Lasers. So we'll be back in just a minute for the second quarter here. Lions pulling away a bit at the end of that first quarter, but still a very manageable deficit for the Lasers. We'll see how this one plays out. Lions will be the first to come back out onto the court for the second quarter. Charlie Boyle, Easton Ashby, Kate Fultz, Rachel Davy, and Natalie Bush. Same lineup that finished the first. We'll see who the Lasers send out. They had a couple of subs ready to come into the game just before the end of the first quarter, so I assume they will come out with a slightly different lineup. Huey and Church will stay out there. Will also be Brianna Hoffman, Jamie Karen, both of those two back into the game, and Devin Markland will remain out there.
Lasers ball.
Quite often the Lasers do not use quite as much of their team as the Lions do. For the Lions, you see almost every player has appeared in nearly every game. For the Lasers, a lot more imbalanced. You certainly see them rely on the same 7 or 8 players through a lot of the season. Markland in there working one-on-one against Boyle. Boyle wins that battle, and Kate Fultz gets the rebound. Here comes Fultz on the fast break. Natalie Bush over to Fultz. For 3 in the corner. That one is good from Davy. Rachel Davy hits a great shot from the corner right there to make it a 10-point lead. Rachel Davy with her first 3 points of the game, and the Lions are up by 10. Davy does not shoot the ball a whole lot, but she is very accurate when she does. 44% three-point shooter on the season. Take a quick look at that replay there. First few points of this second quarter. Rachel Davy just finding a little bit of open space in the corner. Kate Fultz with the court vision to find her in that spot. And Davy converts on a great shot right there. Lions lead by 10, and they have the ball here. Davy to Ashby. Natalie Bush in traffic there, trying to get the ball through to Boyle. And this will be a turnover.
3-second violation of cell ball.
It'll be a 3-second violation officially. Morgan Church taking the ball up the court. No true point guard on the court for Lasell, with Fenton on the bench for now. So Church, who was the point guard for some of the time when she was in anyway, will take over that role for now, it seems. Sophia Detweiler getting ready to come in for the Emerson Lions now. In the corner, another 3 from Davy, and it's good. Rachel Davy hitting back-to-back threes, and the Lions are up by 13. So Rachel Davy going up the court and hitting threes on 2 out of 3 offensive possessions. We're going to take another look at the replay on this one now. Davy, they're just leaving her a little bit open, and it's that early offense from Charlie Boyle that has got the Lasell Lasers a bit distracted, it seems. They are putting extra people towards the middle, extra defenders right around the paint to guard against Boyle or Fultz in tight, and this team is finding Rachel Davy outside, finding Kate Fultz outside, and they are making the Lasers pay for leaving people open at the three-point line. Lions shooting incredibly well from long range so far. After they missed their first couple, we saw Fultz hit 2 straight, and now Davy hit 2 straight as well. And a minute and a half into this second quarter, Lions starting to pull away. It's 25-12. Hoffman out wide for Huey. Quick shot, not quite gonna fall. That is Liz Bougie, who's just into this game. Bush for Davy. This time they're not leaving Davy open at the three-point line. Foltz steps back, just rims out right there. Not quite gonna fall. Lasers ball, still trail by 13. Church looking for the foul on Detweiler. She will at least draw the foul. Coach Gould not enjoying that call.
Emerson fell number 4.
And now we get a bunch of substitutions coming into the game. Going to sub out 4 of the 5 players in between here. Morgan Church, 70% free throw shooter on the season coming into today. Made her first 2 last trip to the line, and now she will hit this one as well. So Davy, Foltz, Bush, and Ashby will sit. Detweiler, the only player on the court who will remain on the court. Coming in will be Sam Boyle, Quinn Madden, Natalie Clydesdale, and Maya Savino. Second free throw from Church. Church falls to 3 of 4 on the day as she misses for the first time from the charity stripe. Clydesdale gets the rebound, fighting her way around Bougie for that one. Out wide, Madden. Driving in, finds Sam Boyle, three-point line. A little bit of open space. Sam Boyle takes it and hits the 3. The Lions have hit 5 straight from long range. 2 from Foltz, 2 from Davy, and now 1 from Sam Boyle as well. And looks like they stepped out of bounds right there. They will call Karen for that. But Jamie Karen, trying to run her way under the basket, ends up putting her foot on the line. So about 3 minutes played in the second quarter. Emerson up 28-13 overall. Dominating the early going of the second quarter. Quinn Madden looking for some space. Detweiler over to Boyle. Back into Detweiler, and she puts it up. Not quite going to fall. A little bit overshot right there. Morgan Church will get the rebound. Church has done a lot so far today, but has almost tried to do too much sometimes, trying to make quite a few plays by herself, and some of them have worked, but they have been able to shut her down on the offensive side, and the Lasers, since that point, have not really had too much of an answer, as another shot misses right there from Taylor Huey. Huey falls to 1 of 2 from long range. She hit her first three-point attempt of the day. Clydesdale puts it in for Sam Boyle, looking for an ambitious pass to Detweiler. Won't quite get to her. Hoffman looking for Church. Now we'll give it back to Huey. Huey guarded by Savino. Church and Huey playing it around the perimeter. 12 to shoot. Church working one-on-one with Clydesdale. Pulls back and just misses that one a little bit short. Rebound will be tipped away and ends up with Clydesdale. Fenton getting ready to check back into the game for Lasell as Clydesdale and Detweiler working around the perimeter. Detweiler driving in. Looks like she gets the foul call right there at least.
Lasell foul number 11, Liz Bougie.
Liz Bougie called for the foul right there. First foul on her today. Fenton will come in for Morgan Church, who will sit for the first time all game. Take a look right there. Detweiler running into a lot of traffic right there. Draws the contact from one of the 3 defenders around her. Sam Boyle at the three-point line looking for Madden in tight. Gets double teamed right there. And it went off of Madden last. Lasell will take possession. 28-13 is the score. Fenton brings it up the court. 5:40 to play here in the first half. Fenton guarded by Clydesdale. Will hand off to Huey. In tight. Bougie. Covered by Detweiler and Madden. We'll get a foul call right here against the Lions. So Liz Bougie will go to the free throw line.
Emerson foul number 4, Detweiler. Second personal, second team.
Detweiler called for the foul. Quinn Madden will go to the bench now as Ashley Toner, the freshman, will come into the game. And Charlie Boyle will come into the game as well. Sophia Detweiler will come out with the 2 fouls. So both Boyles on the court along with Natalie Clydesdale, Maya Savino, and Ashley Toner for the Lions. We see Jamie Karen receive the inbound pass and give it off to Fenton. Those 2 on the court along with Huey, Bougie, and Hoffman right now for the Lasers. As the Lasers turn the ball over, they trail by 15 now. Clydesdale driving in, 1-on-2, and she makes it, banks it in right over Fenton. Athletic play right there from Clydesdale. One of her specialties, finding a way to make those unusual shots near the rim. We are officially halfway through the second quarter. Lions expanding their lead to 30-13 in this second quarter so far. They led by 7 at the end of the first. They lead by 17 already here halfway through the second. And the offense just firing on all cylinders right now. Clydesdale bringing it up the court. Looking for the layup again. That one not quite going to fall, but Sam Boyle's able to get the rebound. Charlie Boyle now. From just behind the free throw line, she hits the shot. Lions continue to score. 32-13 now as Fenton will dribble up the court. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for the Lasers. Sam Boyle looking for the steal right there and won't quite get it. Huey guarded by Toner. Bougie pulls up from the three-point line. Not quite going to fall, and Sam Boyle gets the rebound just in front of Jamie Karen. Driving in tight, Savino will find Clydesdale for 3, and it's good. Lions have hit 6 in a row now from downtown. 35-13 is the score. 4 minutes to play, second quarter. So that's 2 in a row from Fultz, 2 in a row from Davey, and now we see Sam Boyle and Natalie Clydesdale all hitting threes. 15 to shoot. Hoffman plays it back to Karen. She takes the 3. Not quite going to fall. Clydesdale gets the rebound. So some ambitious shots coming out here from some of the Lasers. Karen, a 7% three-point shooter on the year, taking that attempt there. We'll take a quick look at yet another Emerson 3 here. Natalie Clydesdale finding some space in the corner, and once again just giving a little too much space to these three-point shooters. Clydesdale hits this one to make it 35-13. Sam Boyle will go to the free throw line here. And she hits the first one as a couple of subs will come into the game. Church and Ross. Sam Boyle, a 57% free throw shooter on the year, as Natalie Bush will come in for Maya Savino. Kate Fultz also getting ready to check in. Assume she'll be coming in for Sam Boyle after the free throws, and she will. So after those 2 free throws, Lions go up 37-13 as a 24-point margin here, as the Lions have dominated the second quarter. Already outscoring the Lasers by 17 here in this quarter. Still 3.5 to play. Fenton looking for Ross. Ross going one-on-one with Boyle. And anyone who's gone one-on-one with Charlie Boyle has lost so far. That's been the way this game has gone in the paint, as Clydesdale gets a rebound uncontested right there. Easton Ashby getting ready to check back into the game. Toner finds Clydesdale. Open 3. Just misses. The Lions cannot extend the streak to 7 straight. However, they do still lead by 24. Fenton with the ball here. 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Church goes out of bounds off of Church last. So Ashby will come into the game. Lions take possession. Natalie Clydesdale will sub out as Easton Ashby comes back in. Bush will inbound to Toner as we get back underway here. Bush on the near side guarded by Fenton. Here's Charlie Boyle in the post. One-on-one with Ross. And Ross with some good defense there, but Boyle's able to get the rebound. Puts it in on the second effort. Charlie Boyle making it 39-13. She's got 6 points on the day. And they continue to struggle to stop Charlie Boyle in the paint on either side of the ball. That's been one of the big stories all game. Rachel Davey getting ready to check back into the game now. Ross working one-on-one in the post with Boyle, and this time they will draw the foul on Charlie Boyle.
Emerson foul number 33, Charlie Boyle.
Dana Ross will go to the free throw line. 50% foul shooter on the year.
Dana Ross, 2 shots.
That one comes up short. Rachel Davey will sub in for Charlie Boyle. So no true center on the court now. Will be some combination of Fultz and Davey playing down low. Fultz will get the rebound there. So 0 of 2 from the line that time. Toner pulls up, takes a long 2, and that one falls. Emerson over 40 points now, 41-13 as Ashley Toner gets onto the board. Fenton to Church at the top of the key. Ashby always looking for those steals. Davey down low guarding Ross. Fenton takes a quick 3, not quite gonna fall. Ross is there for the offensive rebound, gets the good bounce, and she was in the right position. Church driving against Bush. Hook shot will fall. Good shot by Morgan Church to end the scoreless run for the Lasers. Bush across to Fultz. Ashby just misses there. Good play by the Emerson offense, but not quite managing to hit that shot. 41-15 is the score. Lasers have the ball. Fultz looking for the steal, and she's going to get it. Fultz gives it to Ashby here. Ashby, Fultz. Blocked right there by Karen. Great block. Taken away, though, by Natalie Bush. Down low, it's Ashby all alone, and she just gets the shot off in time, taking it away from Ross. Ashby looking for another steal, as always. 43-15 is the score. Lions almost up by 30 now with a minute left in the first half. And a foul right there by Natalie Bush. Not much question about that one. Reach-in called against Bush as she tries to take the ball away from Church. 1 minute on the dot to play. We're going to take a quick look at one of these defensive plays right here. Church trying to pass the ball across the court. Fultz tips it away, chases after it with the second effort, manages to get that steal. Those kind of scrappy plays have been what have shut down this Lasell offense as Bush gets called for another attempt at one of those plays. She will have her third foul now. We'll probably see her sit for now. Yeah, it'll be Quinn Madden coming into the game, I presume for Natalie Bush. Bush with 3 fouls now as Church goes back to the free throw line. Church misses that one, 3 of 5 on the day now from the charity stripe. Bush will sit with the three fouls, and Madden will come in. She'll play down low now. Davey will take the outside position now. Essentially 4 guards on the court still for the Lions. Church hits the second one. She's 4 of 6 from the line. Madden will inbound to Toner. Lions lead 43-16. Morgan Church leading the way for Lasell with half of their points so far. 8 points on the day for Church. Down low it's Fultz. Knocked away by Karen, and she'll be called for the foul.
Lasell foul number 33, Jamie Karen. Second personal, 14.
That is the second foul called against Karen so far today. Toner will inbound here with 45.9 remaining here in the first half. Lions up 43-16. Inbound goes to Madden. She tries to get it back to Toner. It works. Toner was left alone on the far block. Ashley Toner up to 4 points on the day. 45-16. Lions lead by 29. Fenton working against Ashby. Hoffman back to Fenton. Long 3 from Hoffman. That'll come up just a little bit short. And that one tipped away. Looks like it went off of Ross last. Look at that great pass down low. Toner in the right place. Good positioning there, finding the open space. Lions can hold for the last shot. 18 to play in the first half. They're trying to expand the lead to over 30 points here at the end of the first half. Toner will pull up and shoot. That one will come up a little bit short, but Madden gets the rebound, and she puts it in. Quinn Madden makes the shot right there. Karen will not be able to get a shot off that time. So 47-16 is the score at the half. After a very close first quarter where Lasell's defense looked very solid, the Lions only led by 7 after the first quarter. Now the Lions really pulling away in this game. 47-16 is the score at the half. And the key has been the three-point shooting. It wasn't any one player in particular. We saw a lot of the Lions hitting their three-point shots. We saw 2 in a row from Kate Fultz, 2 in a row from Rachel Davey, and that was really what expanded the lead to what it is now. 47-16 is the score. Lions dominating on defense, only allowing 4 points in that second quarter. And that is the story. We will head into the second half with the Lions up 31. My name is Olin Hayes. We will be back with more in a few minutes.
Our athletes are always told they can't. The Special Olympics is the place they come to be told they can.
been awesome. I want to keep going. I want to keep competing and showing everybody what I can do.
Okay, my name is Matthew. I'm from Berkeley, Massachusetts.
And what were you here to do today?
I'm here doing bench press, and deadlifts, and squats.
How'd it go today?
It was fantastic.
My favorite part of my team is come together and be just like us. It's not about losing or winning, it's about having fun.
Favorite part of summer games? Well, hopefully it will be when I lift my new personal record. That's what I want it to be.
From 1 to 10, how amped are you right now?
I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
Our guys, great atmosphere. We sometimes, the coaches and I joke about we're the most obnoxious team in the state because we come in and we're chanting and making noise and yelling and everything else. So it was a great energy. Our guys always get up for this competition. They always have a lot of fun.
8 plate smash weights. That's what the beach is.
It's a very good atmosphere, very good, friendly, encouraging atmosphere. Every day that I'm training with the team, it's great. It's just a really good, encouraging, friendly environment that really helps people.
My coach is our powerlifting coach. Always tell us doing our best.
I think that it's really important for our athletes to be involved in programs like this and for people to see it. I think a lot of times the athletes that are involved in Special Olympics are, sometimes thought of as incapable of doing certain things. By coming out here and deadlifting 500 pounds and, whatever else, they're kind of proving all those stereotypes wrong.
The support has been great. I've gained a lot of confidence through being in the Special Olympics.
I would say it's a life-changing experience. I can attribute so many things in my life to being involved in Special Olympics. It's really made me, in my opinion, a better person because I've developed a much greater appreciation for individuals with intellectual disabilities. I see that, they are unbelievable people, and, by being involved in these games and being involved with these athletes in whatever capacity, it really does change you and gives you, just in general, a much greater outlook on kind of society in general.
everybody. Olin Hayes back here live from the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym. We are here at Emerson College as the Emerson Lions take on the Lasell Lasers here in women's basketball. Final non-conference game of the season for the Emerson Lions. They have 3 more conference games to go after this. If we take a look at the scoreboard right there, it has been a dominant first half for the Emerson Lions. First quarter was very close. It was 19-12 with the Lions just pulling a little bit ahead at the very end. Second quarter, they held the Lasers to just 4 points. And they dominated on the offensive side of the ball. So we are sitting at 47-16 right now. And it hasn't even been one specific player. It's been the whole team for the Emerson Lions really coming together and playing a great game on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. The team leaders overall, Kate Foltz leads the way with 8 points. For the Lasers, 8 points for Morgan Church, but that is half of her team's total. The Lions, so many players hitting a couple of clutch threes. In the beginning of the second quarter, we saw Kate Foltz hit 2 straight threes, then we saw Rachel Davey hit 2 of her own right after. Lions ended up making 6 straight threes as a team, and that just propelled them to the significant advantage that they have now. They lead by 31 as we enter the second half. You see the scores of the players up there on the board. Foltz at 8, Davey at 6, Ashby at 6, and pretty much everyone who's been on the court has been on the board. So we'll see who comes out to play for the second half for the Lions. They've been using a lot more players than the Lasers have. For Lasell, we've seen essentially the same 7 players the vast majority of the game. We saw the starting lineup, Fenton, Church, Ross, Karen, and Hoffman. And we've only seen 3 other players coming off the bench. And that is a lot of what their team has used the whole season. They don't have as deep of a bench as the Lions do. As we see for the Lions, we get something that is often their starting lineup. This is, I believe, their starting lineup tonight. Natalie Clydesdale, Maya Savino, Quinn Madden, and both Boyle sisters, Sam and Charlie Boyle. So they are the first ones out. Lions are ready to go. Madden will inbound to Savino to get us started in just a few seconds as the Lasers come back for their final team meeting before they get started for the last 20 minutes of this game. Becca Fenton, the first player out onto the court for the Lasers. She'll be joined by Morgan Church, Dana Ross, Brianna Hoffman, and now Jamie Karen will come out and join them. So we have both starting lineups on the court for both teams. 47-16 Lions. Olin Hayes here with you at the Brown Plofker Gym as we resume in the second half between the Emerson Lions and Lasell Lasers. Boyle takes the first shot of the second half. It rims out. Sam Boyle looking to tip the ball back out to her sister, but not quite going to get it. Church gets the rebound. Hoffman back to Church. Church driving in against Madden. We'll find Karen. Good pass from Church, and Karen hits the shot. Lasers are on the board first in the second half. Score goes to 47-18. Savino. Slow the pace down a little bit. Lions have no reason to rush, up by 29. Boyle going in for a 1v2, not quite going to work out, but she'll get her own rebound. Draws the foul and puts it in. Beautiful play right there by Charlie Boyle. Great effort in the paint right there. And 45 seconds into the second half, Charlie Boyle will draw the foul on Dana Ross. So Boyle will go to the free throw line, 72.5% on the season. And there it is. She converts the 3-point play. Lions hit the 50-point mark. 50-18 the score. Just under a minute played in the second half. Church guarded by Savino. Fenton looking up for 3 for a second, and she'll pass it away. Fenton for 3. That one a little bit short. And the 3-point shooting still the difference in this game. We have not seen a whole lot of threes from the Lasers. Meanwhile, Savino hits another one for the Emerson Lions. She hit one to start off this game. Now she hits her second one of the day as the Lions continue to dominate from long range. And that has been their game plan. They have stuck to it. It has worked out quite well for them. Fenton back to Karen. Cross for Hoffman, and the pass goes out of bounds. Lions up by 35 points now. Starting off strong here in the second half. Lasers scored the first 2 points of the half. Since then, the line has been all Emerson. Fenton lost it on screen right there, and Savino misses the 3 now. Church driving in 1 on 3. She will at least draw the foul right there. Call will go against number 24. That's Sam Boyle. So Fenton will go to the line, or no, Morgan Church rather will go to the line.
Morgan Church.
Church 4 of 6 from the line today. And now that falls to 4 of 7. Morgan Church, the captain of this team, comes in at 70% from the line on the season. And now she falls to just 50% today, 4 for 8 after hitting 3 of her first 4. She's missed 3 of her last 4. See that aggressive play right there as Church running into traffic. And a missed 3 from Boyle. That one a little off to the side. 35-point gap still between these two teams. Karen guarded by Sam Boyle. Now Hoffman, covered by Madden. Hoffman, out to Church. The offensive game plan for Lasell remains get the ball to Morgan Church, let her do the rest, and it works out right there. Church hits the long 2. She's up to 10 points on the day. Lasell has 20 overall. Church maintains her pace of having half of her team's points. We get a moving screen call there, I believe. Yeah, so moving screen called against Charlie Boyle.
Charlie Boyle, second personal, second team foul. Lasell ball.
Church will inbound to Fenton as we get back underway. 2.5 played here in the third quarter. 53-20 Lions is the score. Lasers trailing by 33. Quinn Madden tips the ball out of bounds and over towards us here on the sideline. Lasell will maintain possession, 18 to shoot, as the ball will be inbounded by Hoffman. Hoffman gives it to Fenton. Working with the short shot clock here. Lions back into a zone defense now, 2-3 zone. We've seen them in man defense most of the time. And that'll be a foul called against Boyle with 4 to shoot. Boyle's not happy about the call. It'll be a couple of free throws coming up for Dana Ross. 50% on the season coming into today, 0 for 2 from the line so far today. And she hits her first of the day now, 1 for 3 overall. Boyle will sub out, Kate Foltz will come in. So Foltz and Sam Boyle down low for the Lions as Ross takes her second shot. Ross goes 1 of 2 on this trip to the line. Sam Boyle over for Quinn Madden now. Clydesdale driving in. We'll draw the foul. We'll see if it's free throws. Looks like they'll just get the ball out of bounds.
Lasell foul number 33, Jamie Karen.
Everyone thought it was a shooting foul. The referee does not call one, though. And Savino will inbound for the Lions. 3 minutes played here in the second half. 53-21 is the score. Inbound pass comes to Clydesdale. She gets a screen right there, working one-on-one with Church. Knocked away by Church. Clydesdale gets it back. Madden for 3. And it falls. Quinn Madden hits another 3. That's her first 3 of the day. Lions overall, though, have outscored the Lasers' total score just through their 3-point shooting. Fenton gets the ball back now. As we see Megan Sears getting ready to check into the game for the first time. Clydesdale gets the rebound on that missed 3 right there. Bunch of subs getting ready to come in for the Lions. We've got Ashby and Davey over there, along with, looks like, Detweiler and Bush. Savino down low for Sam Boyle. Takes the shot, and it's good. Great post move right there by Sam Boyle. I'm going to take a quick look back at that 3. Quinn Madden just able to get that quick shot off. Lions way ahead now. Ross gets the ball in tight. Great block by Sam Boyle. Boyle with the denial right there. 58-21. Quinn Madden driving in the basket, and she puts it in. 7 points for Madden. Everyone on the court now has at least 6 points now for the Lions. Scoring has been spread very evenly throughout the team. Hoffman in for Ross, guarded by Savino in the zone. Clydesdale tipped it. The ball does get over to Hoffman. She misses the 3, and Clydesdale will take it. Clydesdale on the fast break. Knocked away from her. The ball will slide out of bounds. We'll get 4 subs for the Lions and 2 for the Lasers. Megan Sears and Liz Bougie in for Lasell. Ethan Ashby, Sophia Detweiler, Natalie Bush, and Rachel Davey will come into the game for the Emerson Lions. The deficit is nearly 40 for Lasell now. Lions up 60-21 on the Lasers. Bush with a quick 3, and it falls. Natalie Bush hits the three-pointer. 63-21, Lions lead by 42. Lions stay in the 2-3 zone here. Maybe just trying something out here in this non-conference game with this big of a lead. We don't see them in that particularly often for this much of a game. Usually more of something they'll do once or twice as sort of a defensive mix-up. Natalie Bush takes the quick shot right there. Doesn't quite fall. Ross is able to get the rebound. Good drive from Church here, going one-on-one with Detweiler, and Morgan Church puts it in. Church up to 12 points. We take a look back at Natalie Bush taking a quick three from the corner right there. It is the three-point shooting that has been the story of this entire game. And no individual player with more than 2 shots from long range. Still, the Lions have run away thanks to the three-point shooting as Ashby hits another layup right there to get to 8 points on the day. On the court right now, 8 points from Ashby, 8 points from Fultz, 6 points from Davey. The scoring has been spread around very, very well from the Lions, and it has confused the Lasell defense. That's been the key aspect of this Lions offense, is that there's no one player they can focus in on. As soon as they focus on one player, someone else will show up and hit a three. We've seen 2 threes from Fultz, Davey, and Savino, 2 from each of them. 1 more from plenty of other players on this Emerson Lions team. And that has led to where we are now. 65-23, Lions leading the Lasers. Detweiler leaves it for Bush. Stays in the way of the defenders, and Natalie Bush hits the three. 2 of 3 from long range in the last couple of minutes for Bush. She is at 6 points on the day. Down low, Ross, guarded by Detweiler. Detweiler gets the rebound. Here comes Natalie Bush the other way. She has Rachel Davey now. Davey, good pass to Fultz. Fultz for 3, a little bit long, but it's rebounded by Rachel Davey. Davey, back to Detweiler. From the free throw line, Detweiler puts it in. Rachel Davey getting an offensive rebound after setting up Fultz for an open shot. Gets the rebound to set up another shot for Detweiler. Detweiler is able to hit it. Lions up 70-23 now. This has gone to complete blowout at this point. 47-point advantage for the Emerson Lions. And we get what I believe is our first timeout of the day as we take a look back at this three from Bush. You see, Sophia Detweiler handed the ball off to Bush and just stayed there. Didn't try to run away and get open, just knew that she could stay in that position and give Bush that little bit of space she needed to take a three-point shot. 70-23 is now the score. Emerson Lions well up on the Lasell Lasers. And once again, it's really just been the variety of scoring options that this Emerson offense has. The Lasell defense has very much focused on the paint, even though we have seen some points in the paint from players like Charlie Boyle and Kate Fultz. But for the most part, this scoring has been from outside the three-point line. We now have 2 threes each from Natalie Bush, Kate Fultz, Rachel Davey, and Maya Savino, as well as one from Clydesdale, one from a couple of other players, one from Sam Boyle we saw earlier. And the Emerson three-point shooting has actually outscored the entire Lasell offense. Church pulls up for 3. Long 3 and just misses that one, just a little bit long. Kate Fultz gets the long rebound. Fultz for Bush. Almost hits another 3. Rachel Davey fighting for the rebound. She gets it. Not quite able to put it in, but she will at least win the jump ball right there for the Lions. Ashley Toner will come in for Kate Fultz. So it is going to be Toner, Davey, Detweiler, Ashby, and Bush. Three freshmen out on the court there for the Lions, Toner, Davey, and Detweiler, along with the sophomore Bush and the senior Ashby. Or rather, Natalie Bush is a junior. So this is a relatively young team on the Emerson Lions side, only 2 seniors and 2 juniors on the team. Juniors, Bush and Boyle, seniors, Ashby and Savino. The rest of the team, sophomores and freshmen, we see a lot of them getting a lot of playing time, as that free throw is no good from number 11, Liz Bougie. She is a 40% free throw shooter on the year, as Ashby races into the paint to take up her position there. 0 of 2 from the line. Ashby gets the rebound. Ashby has Davey here on the near side. She finds her. Davey for 3. Just missed. Detweiler looking for the rebound, not quite going to find it. Here come the Lasers the other way. Church. Church driving in against Davey. And they will call Davey for a foul right there. Davey laughing that one off. It'll be, they are in the bonus, I think. So yeah, this will be more free throws for Morgan Church. 4 of 8 rather from the line so far today. And Church, such a big part of this team's offense, gets her 13th point of the day with that free throw. And 2 of 2 on this trip to the line. Church brings her team up to 25 points overall. Church with 14 of those. Toner races around the other number 25. That is Huey on the other side. Finds Bush, and she hits the 3. Natalie Bush, 3 of 5 from long range here in this third quarter. Lions almost up by 50 now, 73-25, 48-point margin. Long pass over to Sears. Sears guarded by Davey. And the pressure there forces an errant pass. Detweiler is able to come up with the steal. Toner finds Davey. Open 3 for Davey. Not quite. Follows it up. Ross down low is able to get the rebound. Taylor Huey now for the Lasers. Just over a minute to play here in this third quarter. Church down low for Bougie. From the high post, Bougie hits the shot. Her first 2 points of the day. We're going to take a quick look at Natalie Bush's third three-pointer of the quarter. She's got 9 points all here in this third quarter as the Lions continue to run away in this game. Bush looking to shoot initially, now tries to find Detweiler, and Detweiler will draw the foul on Bougie, it looks like.
Lasell foul number 11 is Bougie's second personal, third.
So Bougie will be called for the personal foul there, her second of the game. Natalie Bush will inbound it. Trying to get the ball into Toner, they do. Davey. Good drive, finds Toner for an open look, not quite going to fall. Detweiler going to be called for an over the back right there. A little too aggressive looking for that rebound, trying to tip the ball back over to Davey.
Emerson foul number 4, Sophia Detweiler. Third personal.
Lasers ball, 73-27 is the score. Lions on top here with just a few seconds remaining in the third quarter. Church pulls up, gonna miss that one. Davey tips the ball down for the rebound, and it'll be Toner who ends up coming up with the ball. Toner finds Bush for 3 again. Gonna be a little off to the left right there. Dana Ross with the rebound. Pressured by Davey and Detweiler down low. Lions pressing, Ashby tips the ball away, almost gets the steal. Now it's Bush who finds the steal. Bush has Davey in the post. Bush is gonna wait for more teammates. They'll play it back to Toner. 8 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Toner pulls up from the free throw line, comes up a little short. That one will go out of bounds with 2.2 on the clock. Lions leading by 46 with 2 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Long pass to Huey. And the shot right there is blocked by Davey to finish the third quarter. So another great quarter for the Emerson Lions. We saw some great defense all around from the Lions. They give up just 11 in that quarter. They expand their lead to a 46-point margin. 3 threes from Natalie Bush, the main scoring in the third quarter there for the Lions. And we'll be back in just a second here for the fourth quarter. Lions up 73-27 as we take a look. Rachel Davey padding her stats right there. Beautiful block. Kind of thing that will show up in the stat sheet. So it is a 46-point edge for the Emerson Lions. As I mentioned in that third quarter, the main scoring from the Emerson Lions came from Natalie Bush. She took 5 three-pointers and hit 3 of them as the Lions continue to dominate from long range. They expand their lead from 31 at the half to 46 after that quarter. They win the third quarter by 15 points. So there are just 10 minutes remaining in this game. And the Lions will just be looking to close this one out. They'll keep the same roster out there for now. It'll be Toner, Bush, Ashby, Detweiler, and Davey. For the Lasers, it's Ross, Church, Huey, Sears, and Bougie. Davy with the pump fake, now drives to her right. Going into a 1-on-3, not able to get it, but Detweiler gets the rebound. Toner just misses. Davy trying to tip it out, not quite able to get it as Ross gets the rebound, and they'll give it to Morgan Church. Lasell offensive strategy remains, give the ball to Morgan Church and let her do the rest. Once again, she gets the job done as Church reaches 16 points on the day.
Emerson foul number 43, Easton Ashby. First personal.
Church will try to take the team up to 30 points with this free throw, 6 of 10 from the line today. Significant portion of the team's points today have been the free throws from Church. That one comes up a little short, falls to 6 of 11. Ashby was stripped initially, but the ball goes over to a teammate. Toner for Bush, looking for another three, and it's good. Bush with 12 points. Number 12 has now hit 4 out of her 6 threes in this second half. 12 points on the day. Lions up 76-29. Church for 3. And that one falls. Morgan Church has 19 on the day of Lasell's 32 points. Toner has Davy to her left, Ashby to her right. She'll give it to Ashby. Down low. Good play by Detweiler to hold on to the ball, but it will tip just out of bounds, out of the reach of Ashley Toner. I'm going to take a quick look at some of these three-point shots here. Bush hitting another one. That is her 4th of the half. And then, of course, Morgan Church coming back down and answering on the other end. Dana Ross down low. Good offensive play. Detweiler came over for the defensive play at the end, but she will be called for the foul. That'll be, I believe, the 4th foul on Sophia Detweiler. She'll probably sit for now. Charlie Boyle getting ready to come into the game. Boyle and Natalie Clydesdale getting ready to check in. They'll check in for, we assume, Detweiler and potentially also Bush, who has 3 fouls. Free throw bounces in from Dana Ross. Improves to 2 of 5 from the line on the day. Lots of substitutions coming in now. Actually, only Davy will stay on the court. Ashby, Toner, Detweiler, and Bush go to the bench. We see Clydesdale, Savino, Boyle, Charlie Boyle, that is, and Quinn Madden joining Rachel Davy out there. Second free throw from Ross will fall. Ross 3 of 6 from the free throw line now. 76-34 is the score. 8.5 minutes remaining in this game. Quinn Madden out to Charlie Boyle. Madden in tight for Boyle. In the post, Boyle puts it in right over Bougie. Boyle has 11 points on the day now. Ross down low looking for Bougie. Good play by Liz Bougie, getting that hook shot in there. And a good pass by Dana Ross to set that one up. She was double covered, potentially even triple covered. She's able to get the ball out to a teammate as Davy working one-on-one against Ross now. Down low looking for Madden. That one goes a little far from Clydesdale. Would assume Davy will check out of the game now. And Rachel Davy will go to the bench as Sam Boyle comes in. Lions have their starting 5 back out there. Natalie Clydesdale and Maya Savino at the guards. Forwards Quinn Madden, Charlie, and Sam Boyle. Sears down low for Bougie, out wide for Ross, back around to Sears. Huey for a 3. And it's good. Huey, 2 of 3 from long range on the night now. Lasell trying to answer with some 3-point shooting of their own. It will not be enough to bring this game back, but at least make it the score a little more respectable. Boyle, post move, not quite going to work. Good defense from Bougie that time down low. 7.5 to play. Church taking the ball up the court. Lasers trail by 39. Church, a little bit long. Sam Boyle gets the rebound. Lots of action going both ways right now. Natalie Clydesdale for Charlie Boyle. Madden pulls up for 2, eventually bounces out. Clock will continue to run. 7 minutes to play. Church guarded by Madden and Clydesdale as Keisha Santana gets ready to check into the game for the first time. Church guarded by Madden. Pick set right there by Huey, and the 3 just misses from Morgan Church. Church is actually the leading scorer overall on the day with 19 points, more than anyone individually on Emerson has. Emerson's leading scorer so far, Natalie Bush, with 12. Charlie Boyle also has 11. Church with 6.5 to play. hand off to Huey. 3 from Bougie will fall. Good shot right there from Liz Bougie. 23% three-point shooter on the year. Timeout Lasell. Santana will check back into the game when we come back. 6:16 remaining in this game. The score 78-42 as we take a look at this three-pointer here. Good pick set by Morgan Church right there. And it'll be a 3 for Liz Bougie, assisted by number 25, Taylor Huey. So the Lasers offense waking up a little bit in the fourth quarter, but too little too late for sure as they trail right now by 36 points. $78-42 is the score as the Lions send the same 5 back out onto the court. For the Lasers, Santana checks in, and then the other 4 will remain. Morgan Church, Megan Sears, Taylor Huey, and Dana Ross. Clydesdale on the far side finds Savino. Kate Foltz getting ready to check into the game for the Lions as Sam Boyle finds an open Quinn Madden for a 3, and Madden hits another one. Quinn Madden hits yet another 3. She's at 10 points on the day. Lions at 81. Church covered by Clydesdale. Ross banks that one in. And Dana Ross is up to 5 points on the day. Clydesdale. Sam Boyle driving in, finds Savino for a 3. No good, bounces out of the right there. Neither Boyle able to corral that rebound, and it'll be Dana Ross who's able to take it. 81-44 the score. Huey driving up the court here. A 3 from Sears. Beautifully done. Sears takes a good shot right there. They left Megan Sears with just a little bit of space on the outside, and she is able to hit the 3 for her first 3 points of the game. So we are halfway through the fourth quarter. Lions leading by 34 points. Charlie Boyle, one-on-one with Keisha Santana. Boyle misses but gets the ball back. Covered by 2 different players right there. It's Ross and Santana both. And it will be the Lasers ball. Boyle checks out of the game there. So we take a look at that last 3-pointer hit by Megan Sears. Lasers offense has definitely looked very solid here in this fourth quarter. They have gotten away from the reliance on Morgan Church and let her facilitate the offense rather than trying to make every play by herself. And it's worked out significantly better for the Lasers as they've been scoring pretty effectively. Ross double covered, now we'll get the ball out to Huey. Just misses a little bit short right there. Kate Foltz gets the rebound. Long pass forward for Savino. Clydesdale. Back for Foltz. Savino. In for Sam Boyle. Beautiful shot right there off the backboard rather. No crossbars in this sport. 83-47 is the score. Lions up by 36. Huey to Church. Church finds Ross down low. She's not able to hit the shot, and Clydesdale gets the rebound. The defensive rebounding has been very good from the Lions tonight. That was the big flaw on Thursday for them, and it's on Tuesday rather. It's one of the main things they've turned around, and another thing is once again the 3-point shooting all around the board. Maya Savino hits her third 3 of the game. She has 9 points. Lions up 86-47. 3.5 to go. Becca Fenton getting ready to check back into the game for the Lasers. A couple more subs coming in as well. Church for 3, a little bit long, and Sam Boyle will grab the rebound in front of Keisha Santana. Sam Boyle driving all the way in, finds Savino, and now Clydesdale. Good pass right there to Clydesdale. So Natalie Clydesdale hits that long 2 right there. She has 9 points on the day as Detweiler and Toner get ready to check in for the Lions as well. Easton Ashby will come up to check in for them too. We've got a couple of subs here. Take a look at some replays here. The 3 from Savino. And then there it is again. Another one. The 3-point shooting has just been relentless for this team. They lead by 41 now as Fenton covered by Foltz. And that'll be an over the back on Detweiler. I believe that is a foul out.
That's her 5th personal, 3rd team foul.
Detweiler gonna laugh that one off as she heads to the bench. Charlie Boyle will come in. Rachel Davey getting ready to check in. She will come in as well. Davey comes in for Sam Boyle. So only one Boyle on the court at a time for now. Rachel Davey will come in and cover Ross. Charlie Boyle down low. Overthrow right there on the inbound pass from Nicole Yeager. Nicole Yeager checking into the game for the first time here late in the game, along with number 15, Tajia Kerr. Davey to Ashby. Fultz working around the perimeter, and then it's Toner who was able to get the ball inside. Charlie Boyle not able to corral it though. And it's Kerr now who will take the ball up the court. Covered from behind by Ashby. Yeager finds Fenton. Slowing the offense down a bit. 2.5 to play here. Fenton driving in. In the corner, Yeager's pass deflected by Toner, and it will remain with the Lasers, although they only have 6 seconds to shoot here. Kate Fultz will sub out. Natalie Bush comes in. Bush, the team's leading scorer on the night with 12 points. Leading scorer all around is still Morgan Church with 19. Inbound, knocked off the hand of Charlie Boyle, but Keisha Santana will hold on to it. Trying to put it in, not quite going to happen, and Rachel Davey comes in to get the rebound. Oh, Ashby gets hit high right there. Santana called for the foul.
Lasell foul number 44, Keisha Santana. First personal, first team foul.
Ashley Toner will inbound. 2:07 on the clock. 88-47 the score. 41-point edge for the Emerson Lions. Charlie Boyle 1-on-2. And a foul call right there. It was on Santana. It looked like a clean block from Ross. It was not a foul on Ross, though. It was on Santana, who gets called for her second foul. Both within the last few seconds. And now Charlie Boyle will go to the free throw line. Converted a 3-point play earlier in her only trip to the line. And 73% shooter on the year. Improves that there with her first shot of this trip. We can take a look here. Yeah, Santana catches Boyle's arm on the way up. And Boyle hits the second one. So she is 3 of 3 from the free throw line today. 2 minutes remaining in this one. Fenton taking it up the court. She's on the court along with Ross, Yeager, Kerr, and Santana for the Lasers. For the Lions, it is Toner who reaches in and gets called for a foul right there. She is out there along with Ashby, Davey, Bush, and Boyle. Charlie Boyle, that is. 90-47 is the score, just under 2 minutes to go. This team has not reached 100 points this season, so there's one thing that is potentially still on the line for them in the final minute 45 of this game. Neither men's or women's basketball has reached that triple-digit plateau this season. Fenton looking to hit 50 for the Lasers. Not quite going to get it, but Tasia Kerr gets the rebound. And Kerr will go to the foul line. Good offensive rebound there by Tasia Kerr. And she is a 50% free throw shooter on the year. We'll see what she can do here. That is in limited appearances. She hits the first one right there. Kate Fultz comes into the game. You see just in traffic right there. It looked like they got Bush on the foul there. So Natalie Bush sitting at 4 fouls now. Charlie Boyle will sit. And Tasia Kerr will go 1 of 2 from the line. 42-point lead. Ashby taking the ball up, driving in. We'll find Toner. That one no good, and a foul called on Ashby right there. Lions have already equaled their season high with 90 points. Ashby gets called for the foul right there. And Lasers in the bonus.
Shooting for Lasell, number 22.
Dana Ross goes to the free throw line here. Ross will miss that one. She is 3 of 6, now 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. And 4 of 8, so she will stay at 50% on the year. That is where she was coming into today's game. Toner taking the ball up quickly. Lions not slowing down. Bush for 3. No good. And that one will be the Lasers ball as Fultz tipped it out, trying to get the ball away from Santana. This is the most the Lions have scored since their first game of the season, where they scored 90 against Gordon. The score is 90-49 right here. 1:12 remaining on the clock. Ashby covering Fenton as the Lasers look to reach the 50-point mark. Knocked away by Ashby, but not able to get the steal. And I love seeing the competitive drive that this team has on both sides, neither team giving in. And certainly for the Lions, see Ashby, they're being aggressive, going for the steal. Just 1 minute remaining in this game. And that one will fall. 90-51. Ball passed up the court to Davey. Good pass across to Ashby. And now Toner driving in. Toner gets hit, and she will fall there. It'll be a foul.
Lasell foul number 15 to Gia Kerr.
And the foul will be called on Tasia Kerr. Lions ball out of bounds. They're not in the bonus yet. Actually, had 2 fouls to give. Rachel Davey for Fultz. Thought about a 3. Gives it to Ashby. She'll take the 3. No good. And Keisha Santana able to get the rebound. Ashby looking for a steal. Almost had it. Fenton looking to get around Ashby. Pick set by Ross. Fenton poked away by Davey, but she was able to get the ball out to Yeager. Tipped away by Toner. Toner looking for the steal. She's got it. Has Ashby in front of her, and a whistle there. It'll be a double dribble. Toner almost had the fast break play right there. As we take a look at the steal just a second ago, it'll be the Lasers ball. 90-51 is the score. 20 seconds remaining in this game. See a great tip right there by Ashley Toner. 15 seconds. Looks like the Lasers will hold for the last shot. Fenton working on Davey. Can't get through, so she passes the ball to Yeager. Ross with 5 seconds to go misses. Toner, 3 to play. She will dribble the clock out, and the Emerson Lions win their final non-conference game of the season. Lasell Lasers fall to 3-18. Emerson Lions improve to 9-13 overall on the season. Lions tie a season high with 90 points on the day. 90-51 the final. Leading scorer on the day, Morgan Church from the Lasers. She ends up with 19 of her team's 51 points. On the Emerson side, Natalie Bush with 12, Charlie Boyle with 11. And some great scoring just from all around right there. Emerson Lions, a very good day from the three-point line. That was the key. We saw in the beginning of the second quarter, the Lions pull away with threes by Kate Fultz and Rachel Davey for the most part. And then the whole team ended up contributing. Natalie Bush ends up hitting 4 3-pointers on the day. That was all of her scoring as she led the team with 12 points. So thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Olin Hayes. This has been Emerson College Women's Basketball on ECS Live. We will be back on Saturday at 1 p.m. as the Lions take on Mount Holyoke in a conference game on Senior Day. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.